Hi, all. Metaphysical Mama. How is everyone? I'm popping on to, I guess, explore the eclipse energy. I'm just going to do a little pull a card from the Rider-Waite Tarot. I know my energy has been, I'm exhausted but still buzzed. King of Pentacles. And I've been having super intense, extreme pain in my hole right here, to be specific. Yo, right in here. It's like where our wings are. So I actually pulled up the metaphysical meaning of like the scapula, the shoulder, upper right shoulder blade, which is quite intense. I may have to do a live video on that one. So maybe I'll, that's actually what I'm gonna do. I'll upload this, and then I'm gonna do a separate video on the metaphysical pains and emotions and mental energies that are attached, that then attack the body. That's why we experience pain and disease and depression and anything that's manifested in the physical vessel is due to from emotion or mental, thoughts. Oh, it even hurts to move my arm. It's like my chicken wing is broken. It's out of commission. So that's important to start recognizing, because in 3D human form, which we are experiencing, but we tend to look for a quick fix or an answer to fix something or heal something after it's already manifested. So it's kind of like putting sunblock on after you're sunburned, preventative measures and lifestyle, is really key. And learning these tools as we go and to be gentle with ourselves is so important, because it should be fun. It's really hard, but it should also be a lot of fun. That's what we make of it. That's really the trick here. When you get thrown a pile of shit, do you go running around whining that, so-and-so threw shit at you? Or do you go get cleaned up, and figure out how you're gonna, not have shit thrown at you next time? Because it's really how we all deal with the shit. We're all gonna get shit flung at us. So it's how are you dealing with how are you dealing with your shit that's getting flung at you right now? Right? It's like shit storms. Storms of shit being flung, and like we're being swallowed down the freaking black hole drain of sewage and like karma and past life, we'll say regression, but it's like, in those moments, coming into the moment of 0 point is when we know we're being hit by a wave, right? Everything's water. So this is the ping feminine birthing pains that we're all experiencing. God punished It's not punishment. It's just physics. So this is just we're experiencing waves of emotion and you know, because we're clearing ancestral bloodlines and things as well. So a lot of things that come up, right? They're arising, coming up within the physical vessel. It's like woof, we're in the water. Say we're all in the ocean. Imagine in the ocean, we're all hanging out. Whether standing, some may be on boogie boards, surfboards, some may be on the shore, not getting hit by a wave. You know, if we're in the water, you know, some can get a big wave may hit some of us, some may just be rolling, some of us may be just, you know, it may hit some of us in the face, you know, something may touch us under the water, like me, and freak us out that we don't know what's touching us. And right, so it's like that's the point of all the stories and the you know, whether Bible, any esoteric Sumerian cuneiform tablets, and please look into these things. Nag Hammadi, the Enuma Elish, those are, which are hard to, but those are like, Spirit Science. That's a really great channel. They do like all different, oh, the moon, cartoon, they check that channel out, Spirit Science. They're really great. They bring a lot of knowledge in fun ways. They have a lot of different videos regarding sacred geometry, Anunnaki, the Sumerian tablets. You know, all these words and terms. Sorry, don't quote me on terms, please, ever in my videos. And always, please take what resonates and leave the rest. No need for, that's with anything, that's a practice. You know, when people feel, you know, when we feel the need to, as people, that's an attack, right? Tell somebody they should or shouldn't, or there's a judgment or a fear behind that. You know, it depends on how this is going, but right, so anyhow, oh, and please hit subscribe and tap the little belly bell so it ding dings, so you get notified when I do pop up on here and post something. So far we got the King of Pentacles and the Moon, which is pretty, I like those two cards. We're gonna have a third if one will pop out just for, Hangman. So Hangman, when you turn him this way, look, he's just totally chilling, like what? And he's illuminated. So this is illumination. And here, look, we got the Moon, which the lobster's coming out of the water. There's a dog and a wolf. The two pillars, the sun and the moon as one, because they are. The moon is really just a sliver, and it's dark, the original moon. The one that we see is, it's 303. The one that we see in the sky, you know, it's like a huge light bulb / satellite. So see the illuminated crown around his head is very replicant of the illumination of the sun and the moon there together, which also is the balance of the masculine and the feminine energies, the dark and the light. And this, you know, I'll say too, like the original sliver, right? This can be like the original for Isis, Luciferian, the bull's horns, the sliver, quarter moon. Important. And we have King of Pentacles. So eclipses are for allowing to let things go, you know, cutting what no longer serves us, and doesn't have to be rigid and sharp. I was just kind of like teasing around there, right? But literally cutting all, you know, what no longer serves us, and allowing room for anew. So, and really that's really allowing, you know, thought forms, words, beliefs, every, like, etymology is important of words. Break words down. Remember, like, when you're in elementary school, like, root words, the root meaning of a word, or breaking them apart to, you know, see. That's a good way to take some of the intense energy out of some of the beliefs that we have attached to the word. See, the word God manifest, right? We all talk a lot of shit. So there's a lot of words and energies flying around out there, right? So we're all like the cleanup crew. That's what we've been doing these whole last, especially, right? 3 years almost now, right? 3 years, especially. I mean, forever, but I mean, I know, different chunks, right? Different fractals. 2016 till now has been like the twin flame, or the drop into hell, or the flip, or the when others got, you know, magnetically pulled into Earth from external star systems. They felt like they're getting pulled toward the black hole magnetically, which you were. But it's a good thing. It's not a trap thing. It's a good thing, meaning, you have a beautiful avatar body that is upgrading, and it's a human form. And then we have all these multi-dimensional parts of ourself that are floating and entering, and that's the cosmic dance. Allow things to be what they are by allowing the energies to dance. So when we're going back to that wave, feeling a wave, right? Like there's water here, the moon. We can feel a little like a lobster or a crab, right? And want to hide in our shell. Turtle. Go back into the water. But we're getting new shells, like caterpillars to butterflies. A lobster sheds its shell as well. Right? Or crabs. It was just soft shell crab, those poor things. Season and stuff. So, and we got the star. And the hermit. And I see strength hiding behind the hermit here. Hold up. Oh. So, and the hermit is always carrying the light of the sea. So we just need strength in between this transition. It's like we have this huge energy, and that's how I feel right now. Especially, I always feel like that, but right now, It's like all these stars crammed into this little lantern. And the Page of Swords is popping out back there. Meow. So again, yeah, cutting what no longer serves us. And he's a little more gentle than like the right King of Swords, like or Queen. This is like, you know, just allow things to come and pass away into the waters. That's death, right? Pass away. The term, the words. It doesn't have to be so, and when we get so worked up and hold on to all that, that's right there what causes dis-ease and more waves and, you know, storms within the collective, rather than to each is deal with just your wave that you have to deal with in that moment that you're receiving it, your birthing pains. And then, you know, that's your responsibility in that moment. It's like, I just got to get through this moment. Close your eyes, breathe. If you're driving, don't close your eyes, obviously. And, you know, do your best to go inside, because, you know, a foundation is awesomely fucking built by, right, man's hands, which can be a woman's too. Man means hues, colors of man. So even fighting about man, woman, girl, boy, this person, in the Bible, do you know who, why are there all so many men in there? You think there's just all just men? Or hasn't it famously been known that how many warriors have dressed up like men but were women, or pirates, or many things? Because why? Or pharaohs. So, you know, again, careful what you're judging. Don't judge a book by its said cover. If your eyes are closed or you're blind, how would you see? How would you judge everything then? Our perception would be so different. Going into a room blindfolded and just hearing people's voices and being introduced to the energies of the people, rather than having judgment of, like, right now I'm, right, I'll say allowing, I'll say you to see me, to judge me, right? Am I wearing makeup? Is my hair done? Whatever. Sometimes she look this way, sometimes that way. That's why it's good to just, like, not have, to just have, like, something else and just talk. Because then there's not really any, you don't feel like, first of all, then we don't feel like we have to watch. I can put that in my, you know, when I'm watching a video, sometimes I enjoy a lot more when it's still, I'm like, oh, I'm happy it's not, I don't have to watch anybody, because then it's like I feel like I have to watch. You know, and sometimes it's a lot, I'm a lot more receptive, or when I'm really trying to, everyone that knows me knows when I'm intently listening, which I think they used to think sometimes, or I'd say others can think that if I close my eyes, maybe I'm not paying attention, and I'm doing that because when our eyes are open, it's like we're processing, our eyes are a video camera, so it's, we're taking in so much information. So this is where it's calm in the dark, the original dark. Not after you're awake and your eyes are open and the lights are on, and then you turn the lights off and you see dark. That's the second dark. That's different dark than this dark inside. Now it's 313. So I was saying, right, foundation is built with man's hands, right? So structure, 4 sides, right? Like a house or what have you, right? This isn't working very well. So say we have a 4-sided house. We'll pretend. So, but you have to live inside that house with 4 walls. This ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? Same with inside our body. Where do you live? I live inside. Inside. And that's where I have no control. There's so much going on, right? My heart's beating, there's fluid, there's blood flowing, there's organs pumping, eggs doing their thing. There's all this stuff. My shoulder hurting down my arm. I don't usually complain about pain. This is like, oh, on the meter, it's wow. Oh, anyway, it'll be fine. I just keep exercising and poking and tiger bombing and loving. So, and releasing. It's a lot of emotional stuff. So release, don't feel bad to cry or allow yourself to wait, feel what you need to feel in each present moment, because that's what we're digging through and allowing to, we don't have to like hold on to each one like this is this. On each one is a picture and a word, and it's so solid. It can allow it to float like, like when we shuffle. Allow it to float. 'Cause that's the way out. Right? It's like we're all in water, so swim. Sometimes it can get scary. It can be a little scary to swim like at night and when it's dark. And especially if things are touching your leg and you don't know what's touching you. And stuff like that. And, or I may be going on a fishing trip. I think we are. So I'm kind of excited, but that's scary shit. Like a 3-night tuna fishing trip in September in Montauk. So just putting that out there. So give me lots of love for that. And, and whoever else. And safety on all waters, This is about connecting with one another, and all waters are fine. It's like, if we are so afraid and judge the other, like, or so, it's like, if you come to an animal and you're afraid, that animal's going to feel your fear, right? Or like they say with bees, if you're scared, that's how you get stung. So even though I've got stung not being afraid, well, I guess there's still a little fear there, so they smell it. But so when we carry a fear, we send a message out. It's like an ink spurt or like a, so it's seen. And that's what attracts, and sometimes, it attracts, well, I'll say souls that have been here for a long time and are bored. Or it can attract some really not nice, well, it depends on intention. Intention carries 9/10 of the weight of whatever energy you've put out. That's what karma is. It comes around. So, and it's two-sided. Yeah, got the negative. Don't forget about the left guy over here. The left is good. Left hand, left hand. Do silly stuff like try to brush your teeth with your left hand, or your opposite hand. Try to write your name. Try to just close your eyes and don't feel silly is, I think, most important. Remember, I'm going to challenge everybody to say, remember what you like. Like if you had ability to just, forget about, oh, I need money first, if I need this first. No, what if you clear? Right in front of you, you can, whatever you want. Where are you floating? Here. You got to go here first before you can. So don't forget to do that, because the more you do that, you'll start seeing you have ability to navigate and float through more kinds of waters. And you do that by, being still. In the stillness, we can see, and in the stillness, we find we get there faster. Even though that sounds so contradictory, I know, but and also take a listen. Great to go to maybe sleep listening to, what is it, the Tao Te Ching, the Tao, I don't know, I listened to it the other night, audio book, Tao Te Ching. It's about the Lao, though. So to me, and Laoism has always been, made sense to me. That's like the word of balance. We have Te and Tao and Lao. So, again, everything's about balancing. And I like it all. I don't mind chaos. I don't mind just chilling. I don't mind. I've written so many songs, poems, whatever you want to call it, in the last however many days, when I go through my creative stuff. So, write, create. We're made to be creative and intelligent. Use your creativity and your intellect, your femininity and your masculinity. You gotta feel your way, like Grease. And use the thoughts and bring it down and share it with the mama in the middle, mother and father. And make sure the baby, the inner child, is like, yeah. And then all good? Yeah. And then you're good. You got all bases covered. And don't forget to watch your back too, because So you just want to make sure you keep a nice dragon bubble, like safety bubble. Big rainbow bubble. All right, so anyhow, shine like this, but humbly so. Like, just hang out and shine. And remember, we're all divine. And that's literal. So when we come from a harmonious place, that's divinity, rather than going against the grain and pushing, and that's using our mental or our emotions to get our way. We're twisting and turning. Slow it down. All right, 28 minutes. 3, 2, 2. Happy eclipse. One love. Peace.